Someone once told me things have a funny way of working itself out. And lately, I have been going through a period that has shaped my world. And I started thinking about this statement. Things do have a funny way of working itself out. And it just made me realize that I've been in a period of waiting. And today I want to talk to us about waiting. You know, there is a misconception of this word waiting. When people are in the phase of waiting, they feel like they've been forgotten. It feels sometimes like a punishment because it really is. It feels painful. It feels like you've been denied, like everything is delayed. But let's look at it in the perspective of a plant. When you take a seed and you dig up a soil and you put the seed in the soil, do you go back every 24 hours to dig it up and see how it looks like, how it's forming, if it's got roots? No. What you do is you leave it there and you go about your day. You go about your things. And in you, there is a knowing that when next you come back, you would find it a plant already grown. Where does that knowing come from? It is that infinite space where transformation starts to happen. Where waiting is like nothing appears to move. And honestly, during this period, so many people give up because it really feels like you have been forgotten. It really feels like there is no way out. But just like the seed, you feel buried within your own self when you're in that period. But sooner or later you blossom if you allow space for the waiting to express itself. If you allow space for that time to truly to just pass in the way that it's supposed to, without you trying to force anything, without you trying to make it work the way you want it to work. You allow space for your old identity to be dissolved. You allow space for a new version of you to come out, for a new version of you to sprout. You surrender. Waiting is the period where you truly surrender, where you let go of the wheel. When you truly allow your space for that to happen, there is a power in that moment of waiting that transcends all understanding. You start tapping into the true version of who you are. You start becoming the real you. You start seeing in the eyes of God that you are. So today, I want us to see waiting as an initiation to our own true self. Like we are initiating ourselves into a magical moment of transformation, of transcending, of moving. It's like reverse mind psychology, moving backwards, yet going forward. Because the only way to get there is to go through it, through the darkness, through the feeling like this is a punishment, through the period of feeling like I cannot do this anymore, through the period of feeling like you've been forgotten, it's not coming. You have to go through it. The only way out is through. And once you go through it and you allow yourself to truly go through that period of waiting, you start seeing the old you dissolving and the new you surfaces. And you bloom like the flower. You see everything starts aligning. Everything works out. It's like there is a powerful shift that happened in that period. And a deeper realization of the I amness that is within you, the I amness that you are. So this is a call. I want us to remember that when you're in a period of waiting, when you're in that period when you feel like the room is dark, there is no light. For there to be light, you've got to go through the darkness. The only way out is through. And I want us to see this period of waiting as a period where your power, you ignite the power within you, and you start to blossom, you start seeing the transformation within and then without. Because there cannot be a without being a within. You start becoming the transformation. And you integrate all the aspects of you, even the darkness. You integrate all of it because it is you. It's what makes you. You cannot say, no, I can't have that part and I want this one. You've got to go through it. And know that when you are in that period of waiting, you are in the most powerful initiation period of you, of your becoming, of your true self. I truly want us to wake up, and wake up with me. Let's remember that waiting is not punishment. Waiting is not denial. Waiting is not abandonment. Waiting is power. And let's tap into that power and see how we're going to be transformed. And in so doing, we will transform others.